All right, let's get started with today's class. So, previously, what we've been working on lately was a little bit of persuasive writing. We've been doing that for a few classes now. So, for today, the last activity we're doing for persuasive writing is our homework take-up, and then we're moving on to a slightly different type of writing style. So, before we get into that, though, let's do our homework take-up, and then our vocab, and then our lesson plan. So right now, here is our homework take-up. This is the homework that was assigned from last week. It says, this time you are taking on the role of a detective who has knowledge about solving a high-stakes case. Write a paragraph about the following topic. Convince the police chief to let you lead a high-stakes case. So here you have to write a persuasive paragraph, and you have to take on the role of a detective. So you have to say things that are relevant to a detective, things that would sound believable, and try to convince the police chief that you're the best choice. So if you guys have already finished this assignment, please submit your answer in the chat. If not, I'll give you a few minutes to write right now. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I will give you a few minutes to work. All right, so I have one answer here so far. If anyone else is still completing their answer, I'll give you another minute or so to submit. But yeah, after that minute or two, I'm going to take up the answers. All right, so let's check out the answer that we have here. So we are the detective trying to convince the police chief of taking on the lead case. Charlie, can you read your answer for us, please?
I would be the best choice to lead the group because I have knowledge about the high stakes case. Also, I would help the team solve the case by getting more clues about the case. As a bonus, I would teach them how to act in future cases. That is why I'd be the best choice to lead the group.
All right, solid answer right here. Definitely a good structured answer compared to the previous answers that we've been seeing. So your writing skills are definitely improving here. It's a lot more organized now, so we're clearly stating 1, 2, and then 3 points. That's great. I would have to recommend to readjust your topic sentence. So the way your topic sentence should look is you either state your opinion and 3 points, or state only your opinion. So that means you either state this as your entire sentence and that's it, or you state all 3 of your points. You can state this highlighted portion plus you can mention this, you can mention this, and you can mention this. So it's like saying, for example, my favorite season is summer because I like the warm weather. I like, let's say, going to the beach, and I like not having to go to school. It's like saying that topic sentence versus this. My favorite season is summer. So this is good, this is good, but say only stating 1 point is not the best way to go about things. So try to do either no points or all the points. Aside from that, though, you've mentioned each other argument nicely. You can include a bit more descriptive language, though, because you are trying to be as convincing as possible. So try to say stuff like, I have valuable information that no one else has. The police team needs me in order to solve this case. All that kind of stuff. Just try to be as convincing as possible, just to go above and beyond. Nonetheless, though, very solid answer. We have what we need. We can just go a bit further. So let's shift gears. Let's spend some time on some vocab right now. So here we have 2 new words. Amy, can you read this slide for us, please?
Rashly. Adverb. Definition: a hasty and foolhardy manner. Act without stopping to think things through. Example: do not throw your life away rashly or in bitterness, he said. Propel. Verb. Definition: cause to move forward with force, to push. Example: he rocked back and forth in his seat, gripping in the frame of the car, trying to propel his body out of the vehicle.
All right, excellent job. So we have 2 words here. One is an adverb, which describes a verb, and the other one is a verb. Rashly, this is to do something in a hasty manner. So what does it mean to be hasty? It means to rush. It means to do things very quickly without even thinking. So if you are acting in a rashly manner, you are doing things without thinking. So in this case here, do not throw your life away rashly, meaning don't throw it away without thinking about, some other opportunities. And in this case here, rashly is describing the verb throw. The next one is propel. This one is pretty simple. It is to move something forward, to push something forward. Yeah, that's about it. To move or push something going forward. So here, he is talking about trying to propel his body, trying to push his body forward. So using these two words, rashly and propel, I want you guys to write a short story or paragraph, roughly 4 to 5 sentences, about this topic. Your topic is your character is stuck in a tight spot. It could be an elevator, a vehicle, whatever you want. Write about their experience trying to escape. So I'll give you guys around 7 minutes or so to complete this, and we'll take it up whenever you are ready. I'm going to put the prompt in the chat, and I'll put the definitions back on the screen. If you have any questions, let me know.
So what's the simple this? 1011.
All right, so it's been a bit over 7 minutes so far. I don't see any answers yet. Please try to submit your paragraph as soon as possible so we can continue. All right, so I got one paragraph here. I'm going to take up this answer right now. And if any other paragraphs come in, please submit them and I can take them up too. All right, Charlie, can you read your answer for us, please?
One day, Bob was riding in an elevator when suddenly it stopped. In a state of panic, he made the rash decision of pounding on the elevator, but nothing happened. He then pressed the emergency button, propelling his finger as fast as he could. Thankfully, Bob was saved and was not harmed.
All right, nicely done. So we're using rash instead of rashly. So the reason I wanted to pick the adverb is so that we can practice using different parts of speech. For example, we use rash to describe a noun as this is an adjective. I want to see if we can make our writing a little creative and try to use it in an adverb. And we still can. We can still edit this a little bit to make it an adverb. As for propelling, excellent job. Press the emergency button, propelling his finger as fast as he could. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I think we can add a little bit more detail there to make it make a little bit more sense. Let's start off with rash though. So he made the rash decision of pounding on the elevator. Makes sense, but let's turn it to rashly. We can say he began thinking rashly and made the decision of pounding on the elevator. Whoops, wrong color. All right. All right, so in a state of panic, he began thinking rashly and made the decision of pounding on the elevator, but nothing happened. He then pressed the emergency button, propelling his finger as fast as he could. Instead of finger, because it does sound a bit weird to propel your finger, if we're propelling our fist, that would sound a bit more appropriate and add a little bit more action to our scene. So we can say propelling his fist. Let's say towards the panel as fast as he could. Thankfully, Bob was saved and was not harmed. Yeah, nicely done. Excellent paragraph right here. Great use of both words. And good job of keeping it on topic. So I don't have any other answers. I'm going to continue on.
I accidentally deleted mine.
Oh, no problem. So we don't have enough time to actually type it out again. I just want to continue with the next topic instead. Let's see. So this is a little icebreaker challenge before we get into our topic of expository writing. Before I even tell you what what that is, before we break it down, I want to do a quick icebreaker challenge. So your challenge is to explain this to me. Your task is to write a paragraph explaining in detail the following topic. How can we save water? So make sure your paragraph is properly structured, meaning topic sentence, 3 arguments, explain your argument, all that kind of stuff. The same things we've been practicing over and over again. But try to explain to me, how can we save water? Let's say 5 to 6 sentences for our answer. And as usual, 7 minutes is a good time frame. Yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know, but I'll let you guys work on this. Let's try to submit our answers a bit faster this time. And we'll move on to the lesson after this. All right, so I got one answer here so far. Gonna give you guys another minute or two in case you're still wrapping up your answer, and then we'll take it up. All right, so I don't have any other answers, so let's take this up. All right, Charlie, can you read your answer for us, please?
We can save water by not turning the faucet on when we don't need it, taking showers instead of baths, and fixing toilets. There's so much we can save here.
All right, nicely done. So the structure in which we wrote our answer here is a very solid topic sentence right here. We have our topic, which is we can save water by, and then we're going to list the three things. So by not turning on the faucet, taking showers instead of baths, and fixing your toilet if it has leaks. Perfect. Excellent job. What I am looking forward to in these paragraphs, after you list your three arguments, is to further explain each argument. So if your topic sentence has three arguments there, then it would be nice to have a sentence explaining each argument. So in terms of your structure, have a sentence to explain each argument. So just like I've been saying over and over again, we have to list our topic, list our arguments, explain them, wrap it up. So you listed your topic, great. You listed your arguments, also great. But we didn't explain any of them. So let's try to explain it. Let's try to explain how the argument relates to the topic. Oops. To the topic. Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing here. But you have a very good topic sentence though, and a good closing sentence as well. And your arguments are very relevant too. They're all correct. We just need to explain it a little bit more. Overall though, we can probably see that this writing style is a little different from our persuasive writing style. We're not necessarily using emotion or personal feelings and experiences to persuade anybody. We're kind of just talking factually. So that's essentially what expository paragraphs are all about. So, Amy, can you read this slide for us, please?
What is an expository paragraph? Cookbooks, the World Almanac, scientific reports. These informative nonfiction texts are all examples of expository writing. Expository or informative writing explores, shares, explains, or defines a specific subject or idea. This type of writing does not include the writer's opinion or tell a story. Its goal is not to persuade, and the writer's voice should be neutral.
All right, excellent job. So, expository writing can also be described to as informative writing. So either way, we are explaining something. We are providing information about something. We are being factual. So this can be a recipe, like a cookbook. It can be scientific reports, which is all straight factual information. Overall, we are not trying to write about our opinion. We're not trying to tell a story, and we are not trying to persuade anybody. We're simply just being informative. We're just teaching somebody about something. So it's important to not only know that it is informative, but it's important to also know all this information here. We're not trying to do this, and this. Tell a story, be persuasive, use our opinion. All of that's for a different writing style. So let's keep it going here. Charlie, can you read this slide, please?
Expository writing is one of the most straightforward yet challenging writing types since it requires writers to present ideas and relevant evidence in an organized, concise, and precise manner. The main aim of an expository paragraph is to provide an effective explanation of a topic, while a descriptive paragraph tries to describe a subject and a narrative paragraph seeks to show personal growth. An expository paragraph tries to explain a topic or situation. Thus, expository paragraphs are written as if the writer is explaining or clarifying a topic to the reader.
All right, very well done. Essentially, this is just talking a bit further into how we can provide informational text rather than an opinionated text. Basically, what this is saying is to just be straightforward. Don't really try to play around with your words. Just get to the point. Present your ideas. Present any relevant evidence, and keep it organized. Keep it concise. Make it all relevant to each other. So make your argument relevant to your topic. Make your evidence relevant to your argument. So, pretty much the same information that we've already been discussing. So here, I'll explain this part. This is essentially how do you organize your points. You're going to have your topic sentence, which tells us what the paragraph is all about. You can either state your topic by itself, or you can have your topic plus your 3 arguments. Either way works just fine, but that would be your topic sentence. After that, you're going to have your body sentences. These are the ones that present your categories, they present your arguments, and they present the evidence that backs up your topic. And then wrap it all up with the closing sentence. So let's check out this example of an expository paragraph. We're going to read this paragraph, and then we're going to answer a few questions that are on the next page. So let's have someone read this paragraph for us. Amy, can you read this paragraph, please?
Read the following expository paragraph and answer the questions on the next page. People often think all planets are alike, but there are actually 3 types of planets in the solar system. The terrestrial planets are all made of rock and metal and are closest to the sun. These include the mid-sized planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. They rotate slowly and don't have many moons. Farther from the sun are the planets called gas giants: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They are called gas giants because they are formed from gases such as hydrogen and helium. Gas giants rotate fast and have many moons. Finally, planetoids are objects made up of rock and ice and are too small to be true planets. Planetoids sometimes even get rock and ice and are too small to be planetoids sometimes even get pulled into a planet's gravitational field and become moons themselves. Whether they are terrestrials, gas giants, or planetoids, the planets in the solar system are fascinating.
All right, very well done. Thanks for reading. So, in regards to this paragraph right here, let's see if we can answer a couple questions. We'll do the first one, we'll take it up, and then we'll do part 2. So question 1 simply says, identify the main idea of the passage. So what is this whole paragraph trying to teach us? So essentially, in one sentence, summarize the whole thing. So I will put the question into the chat, and I'll put the paragraph back on the screen, and I'll let you guys work. This shouldn't take too long, so I'll just give you guys a couple minutes, like 3 minutes or so, 3 to 5 minutes. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, so I see that we have one answer here. Let's check this out. So question number one, identify the main idea of the passage. All right, we got two answers. Nice. Okay, so Charlie, can you read your answer for us, please? Charlie, whenever you're ready, you can unmute and you can read.
The main idea of the paragraph is to inform the reader about the types of planets in our solar system.
All right, so this is straight to the point and an excellent answer. Absolutely correct. The main idea is to inform readers about the different types of planets. Perfect. Nothing I can change here. Very nicely done. Amy, can you read your answer for us, please?
The main idea of the paragraph is about the three types of planets in the solar system. One type is the one closest to the sun, which was made of rocks and metal. The second type is the ones farther from the sun, which are called gas giants. The third type is the one farthest from the sun, which are called planetoids. Because they're so small, they are not real planets.
All right, nicely done. So this is a much longer, much more in-depth version of what I was looking for. So this information right here, your first sentence, is perfect. This would have been a perfect answer. This is all I needed. The main idea is talking about the three types of planets. Excellent answer. All this information right here is technically correct, and it is a good summary. Sorry, it is a good retelling of the paragraph, but it doesn't summarize anything. You're essentially just saying the same information again. So all this information, we don't need it. This first sentence would have been enough. Again, we're just trying to identify the main idea. We're not trying to retell the whole paragraph. We just want to say the main idea of the paragraph. So, Amy, your information that you provided will help you for question two. Question two says, what are the three main types of planets described in the passage? List them with one key characteristic for each. So let's work on this question now. What are the three main types of planets? I'll put the question in the chat. So yeah, list the three types and then explain a little bit about each type. I'll put the story back on the screen. If you have any questions, please let me know. All right, so we do have just a couple more minutes left in class. So please try to submit your answers for this question as soon as you can so we can take it up. So yeah, another minute or two to quickly wrap up your answers so we can correct them in class. All right, excellent. So I see one answer here. Let's take it up. All right, Charlie, can you read your answer for me, please?
The three types of planets in the solar system are terrestrial planets, gas giants, and planetoids. The terrestrial planets are the planets closest to the sun. The gas giants are made from gases such as hydrogen and helium. Planetoids are too small to be considered a planet and will sometimes be pulled in by a planet's gravitational pull and become a moon.
All right, excellent answer here. So in terms of our structure, we have it perfectly done. We clearly state our topic sentence, which is that there are three types of planets. If you wanted to end it off here, that would have been fine. But you described each planet, you stated them, you said terrestrial, gas giants, and planetoids. Excellent. Then you went in order, provided one sentence for each. Perfect. And yeah, we don't really need a conclusion. If you want to include it, that'd be fine, but we didn't need it. So your answer right here, in terms of formatting, is perfectly done. In terms of proofreading, as you're reading, I didn't actually see any corrections to make. So excellent answer right here. This is a perfect answer. Let's move on to Amy. Amy, can you read your answer, please?
The first type of planet are called rocky planets. They are made of rock and metal and are small. The second type of planets are called gas giants. They are made of gas and are big. The third type are called planetoids. Because they're so small, they're not considered real planets.
All right, nicely done. So again, we're naming each planet and we're describing a bit about each. Perfectly done. To take this answer above and beyond, we can include a topic sentence to start it off. We can say there are three types of planets in the solar system. And the first planet, I don't know if they refer to it as a rocky planet. I do know that they call it a terrestrial planet. I'm just going to say that. The first type of planet. The first type of planets are called terrestrial. Terrestrial planets. They're made of rock and metal. and are small. Second type of planet are gas giants. They're called gas giants. They're made of gas and are big. The third type of planets are called planetoids. Let's try not to start our sentence with the word because. We can say due to their small size. We'll cross this one out and we'll make this red and cross this out too. All right, due to their small size, they are not considered as real planets. All right, excellent job. So we'll continue with this writing style for next week. We'll continue doing some expository topics. For today, though, that's it for today's class. Great job, you guys. I'll see you all next week. Take care.